Hey everyone, it's Lisa Bongean from Primitive Gatherings, and it's time to introduce our July weekend quilt. And we have a super fun one for you, which could be made with multiple different colors. But behind me is called Cider and Spice. Now we have a couple options for Cider and Spice. It can be made 60 by 60, which is what you see behind me. And we made ours out of pumpkin spice gatherings. And if you want it bigger, you can make it 90 by 90 by adding borders. So I'll let Kaylee scoop in here close so you can see the quilt with the borders. So if you want a big quilt for a queen or a king size bed, you're just going to add the borders. Now on our supply list on the back, the top measurements here are for the small quilt, and if you want to make the big quilt, this is what you need down here. You do not need both, so I want to make that so it's not confusing. All right, so it's a simple quilt. There's big half square triangles and squares. That is it. And then if you do add the borders, there's rectangles. So one of the things I want to point out to help you with this is we did oversize the triangles just a smidge, and you're going to trim them down to the right size. And what I mean by that is, instead of like giving you a measurement like 15 and 7/8, I just said, hey, cut 16, and then you're going to trim it to 15 and a half. So keep that in mind, that in the half square triangles, there's a little bit of trim because they're big, and you want to not try to, you want to be more accurate and just give yourself a little trim with that. And because we're going to trim big, I want to show you this 20 by 20 and a half by 20 and a half inch square ruler is my go-to for any big cutting of squares. So if you, even if in here you have some smaller squares, which are still kind of large, big half square triangles, so you can use this ruler, or maybe you have a 12 and a half one for those. But for those big 15 and a half inch squares and half square triangles, you're going to want a big size ruler. It's hard to use the 8 by 24s to cut big squares with accurately. So that is my tip for you today for making this fun weekend quilt. No problem getting this one done, and I hope you enjoy it. It can be made in several different colorways. Like I said, it could be made red, white, and blues, Christmas, anything, your favorite scrappy colors, anything will work. So we hope you enjoy this pattern that we have for you this weekend, and we'll see you next month for our August weekend edition.